Can't take him nowhere. God bless. Yo, what's up? This is Brothers Talking Podcast, episode 185. If you don't know, after 185 episodes, who I am, I'm disappointed. I'm the flesh man. I'm the fat boy. I call you Brothas. I'm your Huckleberry. I am fleshy with the red cup. I am the AC Green of this podcast thing. Holla at me.
And I'm Real, aka Iceberg Shorty, aka the Prince of Poppin' Shh. And I'm really with the white tee. And if you the AC Green of this, then that means what? I'm like the what's my man name? Babyface of this, I engineer this, like who else? Yeah, whatever. We'll get to it. I'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. Teddy Riley. I'm the Teddy Riley of this shit. That's what it is. I like Teddy Riley better.
Yo, don't cuss though. We're not cussing, I thought.
So, I'm Big J. Mr. I-95, say what you say, because I might pull up on you. I ain't got no cup this week. And if I'm going to Dennis Rodman in this, because I'm grabbing boards. Let's go.
Oh, man, but don't be wearing wedding dresses to the press conference. Hey, what's up, man? Y'all already know who it is. It's your homie, Boy Jew, a.k.a. the Charm Guy. Man, throw 50K in the chat because we are on the 50,000 sub campaign here on the channel. Man, I am the king of controversial comments and uncomfortable conversations. Like, I think Killer Kelly on rap better than Kendrick Lamar. But anyway, shit like that. Hey. Hey, with no further ado, man, I gotta really pass it to the OG of the pod, man. Cool Mike.
Oh man, I love my brother. This your guy, Cool Mike, aka Dr. Mike, BKA the People's Podiatrist, now known as Dr. Coolmar Johnson, and we coming to you as a collective of men known as the Prophetic Podcast, because we be known, and we just some brothers talking
with your coolest.
Yeah.
I am adding another name to my long list of names, aka Big Sexy, the Bookie Killer.
I'm gonna pause that.
Pause. Golly.
Big Sexy. I've been watching a lot of the old WCW shit wrestling, man. So. Big Sexy. Big Sexy the Giant Killer.
That was heavy right there.
So what's up with y'all, man? It's been 2 weeks, man.
It's been a while, yo. We gotta get back in our groove, yo. I feel a little. Me and Jay ain't where we supposed to be at right now, man. I feel some type of way.
That's an early double pause. That's an early double pause, like a double game.
I'm definitely where I'm supposed to be at. Okay, I don't know what you.
Oh, that's what it is. Well, then we going listen. You trying to be cool? You trying to be that guy? That's not happening on this for these 2 hours. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh man,
we're going to have to find OJ. All right. Oh man, let's get the serious stuff out the way so we can have some fun. All right. So I'm gonna pass it on to Juice, Cool. Iceberg. There was a bombing in Iran. Let's get into it, fellas. What's going on?
Hey, I'ma just say this, man. You know, there's more information coming out. If you don't know, if you don't understand the history of Iran and the United States, this is the time to understand, because I think there's a lot of bull BS. I'm trying to watch my language. There's a lot of BS going around on, you know, where you want to fall, what side you want to be a part of, but we've always had some conflict with Iran. Anybody that's had to go through the actual Strait of Hormuz, that's actually getting to the Persian Gulf, you understand that we've always had some tension with them. I will say this. Yes, Donald Trump ordered the bombing of 3 facilities. I'll say alleged, but you know, we're saying that these are confirmed facilities where uranium was being developed. You know, Iran is not supposed to have a nuclear program, but they had broken some treaties and they're not listening to the UN, whatever the case may be, and they are doing this. 30,000-pound bunker bombs were dropped. Over 24 Tomahawk missiles were also launched in that area. I just want to say, if you're thinking that this wasn't a massive operation, this really was a massive operation. And that's as far as I can get with my opinion on the situation. I'm just telling you more fact. Should this have been done? I don't know, but I just want y'all to say, if y'all think America is weak, you're sadly mistaken. We can really fuck some shit up, blow some stuff up. But you know, in my humble opinion, I think we're just, you know, look, once they launched the attacks on Israel, I knew that this was gonna get here. For whatever reason it was, or however we got here, I knew we was gonna get over into this destination of having some type of attack on them. But I'm gonna land here. You know, it is said that they are working on it, that they do have a nuclear program. So let's just.
I'm gonna just say this quickly. If you think about it, every president that we had has had some type of war or conflict. So I'm surprised something took this long. That's it.
Yeah, like let's see. There's a lot to unpack here, right? So I was at my man's house yesterday taking care of some business, and when they said that the president was coming on TV at 10 o'clock, I darted home. Right? Like I was like, I gotta get home to see where this is, right? And it's funny, he came out, I think that's the east wing of the White House, where he was. It's the same place that that Barack Obama came out when he said that, you know what I'm saying, we had killed Osama bin Laden. Same exact spot, same exact room, right? Obama came out there by himself. Trump came out there with gang, right? It was JD Vance. I think Peter Hags. Was the Peter Hags? I can't say his name.
Yeah, Hagseth, whatever his name is.
Hagseth, whatever his name is, and Marco Rubio, right? They all came out there. They would stand in the background like three hype men, right? Like it was like Freaky Ty, Pretty Loose, Big Nice, and it got daggone.
It was the Lost Boys.
Yeah, it got daggone. Trump was got
with Mr. Cheeks.
Mr. Cheeks. Like that's what it looked like, right? Because they was like, yeah. And you know, he really said what it was, man. Those B-2 bombers came from Middle America, Missouri to be specific. I'm not breaking any news or any OPSEC, right? Went with the fueling jets to accompany them. They can travel almost 8,000 miles without refueling, and went there and got busy with 14 bunker buster bombs, dropped them down on, you know what I'm saying, these 3 nuclear targets where they were enriching uranium, right? All the facts the Jews was sharing was true. What's more interesting now is everybody's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? The retaliation, what's going to happen? Well, they've been doing the same shit that they've been doing the whole time, right? You got the militia, the rebels, right? The little stuff you can do, because guess what? They can't do shit to the United States of America. So all you motherfuckers who live on the East Coast who think they got daggone, they're going to be dropping some nuclear bombs on your block, you're an idiot. Right, they could do things to U.S. interest bases right over there. So we're talking about Bahrain, we're talking about possibly Turkey, but this will be all bad for them. And let me put this in perspective, right? Iran is not as big as everybody thinks Iran is. It's probably middle America big, cover 3 or 4 states. It's not bigger than Alaska, just to kind of put that in perspective. It's not bigger than the state of California lengthwise, pause. And not bigger than the state of Texas widthwise, pause, right? It just isn't a thing, right? So Trump ain't did nothing but take it a step further than all these other presidents that had these near conflicts with Iran. So it's been like 5 or 6 presidents, probably since the end of Reagan, because we still have Russia stuff. So it's been like real dicey with Iran since the end of the Cold War, and it's always been toe in the water, toe out, toe in the water, toe out, until somebody's going to do something. You know what I fucking hate through all of this, man? Fucking civilians, right? I hate civilians so much. I hate them so much because all the things that I see, they have no clue. I'm like, I'm leaving. When is such and such going to happen to him? When is this going to happen? Like, no, dog. You just can't let them enrich uranium. You just can't. Right? They're not logical human beings, right? And then I mean the people that are, and I don't mean them as a people, because my best friend growing up was Iranian. Shout out to my man Ruse Bay. I'm talking about the radical people in charge aren't the logical people that you want to have enrich uranium. So fuck those bunkers, right? Drop that shit and do it again. And Trump talk tough, just like he really do about it. Let's get to the table and get some peace together, because if not, we can get busy. And then I seen the daggone battle group. And you know what surfaced in front of that aircraft carrier? A submarine. You know what never fucking surfaces in front of the aircraft carrier? A submarine. Stop playing. Those tomahawks came from subs. You don't want the destroyers and the frigates to get busy.
It's
This is
3
not what you
carrier
want.
groups over there.
This ain't what you want. That's all I'm saying. This ain't what you want. Gas price about to be high. The goddamn then the motherfucker
Buy a bike, nigga.
work from home. I don't know. So
Yeah, the reality is there's definitely a history repeating itself. We know these things go in waves. We know world politics happens almost, so not almost, seemingly in ebbs and flows. Enemy, foe, enemy. You pick I picked the side of safety, right? Definitely live in a space where things going on and bunkers getting blown up, and we're recording the podcast. So if nothing more, I'm grateful for that, in this space. But peace all day, man. I'm curious to see what happens to everyday life part. Like you said, we joke, but we know gas prices go up. Usually groceries and things that funnel through gas, which is about everything, go up. And that can put a strain on people that's already strained in real life beyond, how they solve it. So, I guess message sent, I'd rather the sooner the better, and this not be anything long drawn out for the sake of being insensitive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And was it a thing where as though they went and got to it before it got too far along?
I mean, I look at it that way in my own personal opinion. Look, nobody wants to go to war. Yes, we can have all our political opinions about this, but Iraq shouldn't have been the country we invaded. It probably should have been Iran. I think Iran is the most aggressive force over there, and they really aren't our friend. And Terrell's point, this has been something that's been going on. Like we have a history with trying to coddle this. When I was over there, this was 2007. I mean, it was always some constant issue with them while we were over there handling our business. So I think this use of, hey, first off, let's talk about this. I had no clue that a B-52 bomber could fly from Missouri. B-2? Okay,
B-2.
I'm sorry.
Not B-52. B-2. Yeah, B-2
B-2.
Yeah,
B-2 bomber.
B-2s.
A stealth bomber.
Correct.
Could fly from Missouri to Tehran. This was they said like a 30-hour nonstop flight or something like, because they went there and had to come back. So I'm guessing that's the combined. So first off, it's fast, and then it got over there undetected. No, there's nothing in. I'm sure they have, missile defense system that could detect what's coming through the air. Didn't get detected. They had 3 of them over there to drop these bombs on top of using some naval force. So I mean, I think that this makes a statement to say, hey, quit playing. Y'all been playing a long time, and we want other countries to know we'll still crash out. We still the world's crash out. Who trying to crash out? All right, everybody cut that. China, y'all need to chill. We don't care about that. Russia, just whatever. Like we will get it.
So we letting everybody. It's like sitting off on one person, letting everybody see it.
I think so.
Yeah.
This
was in power projection, yo. Like, don't get it twisted. And it's been that way for a long time. Like, people just make up stuff in their mind because they have nothing else to talk about. It's like a slow news week. And that's what made me talk about the civilians. Like, this ain't nothing, dog. Newsflash. We've been dropping bombs, right? I joined the Navy and it was Operation Southern Watch. And guess what? I was in the goddamn squadron. Guess what we was doing? Dropping bombs. And it wasn't on TV. It wasn't on CNN. It wasn't on Fox. You knew nothing about it. This was pre 9/11, my first deployment. Them planes went up full, came back empty. We've been dropping bombs. It's a thing. Obama dropped more bombs than anybody, right? Like, Google it. Talk about the presidents that dropped bombs and where they dropped them. You can get a goddamn map and it'll show you.
All right, let me ask you something then. If that being the case, what makes the news and what doesn't? Why do certain things make the news and why do other? Because that's something that always happens. Why is that?
Man,
what determines
anything
that?
This dude we're in the season right now of we're in a political war in this country. Mm-hmm. And speaking of civilians, we are politically divided. We are constantly showing you that Obama deported way more illegal immigrants. He has done. He did more drone aerial attacks than what any other president. We have so much information on this, and we see it on TikTok. We see it with the people that want to come and provide facts all the time. But we would rather look at Trump and say he's a monster. He represents this. Let's get rid of his politics. So someone else can come in with an ulterior motive and install their politics. That's why we're getting this. That's why I had to tell somebody today, like, we've been at it with Iran. Y'all see what's going on. Oh, look at that explosion.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
How did that happen?
His hand gestures.
Hey, it's perfect.
He on his phone. Yeah, that was actually perfect.
This, you know, when I make my appearance. But anyways, we've been at it with Iran. So this is nothing new. I think people get their feelings into it. The news know how they're going to look. Marco Rubio, whether you're a fan of him or not, the little interview he had recently with someone.
Tucker Carlson.
It wasn't Tucker Carlson.
Oh, that was Ted Cruz with Tucker.
Yeah, Ted Cruz. But anyways, he's telling the reporter, he's like, look, that's not how intelligence works. He on her ass because she's trying to say, oh, are you these confirmed sites? That's not how it works. We already know they got it. Why do you need a facility 300 feet into a mountain? Why do you need that? What are you doing down there? It's like, yeah, bro. It's just, to me, it's a no-brainer. However, we're living in a time right now where don't hurt me, please. We want everyone to be free. We're being which I think that's an attack. I think that's a form of terrorist attack. Now look at that.
I've never seen that.
What's going on?
He on his iPhone. That's why.
CIA.
Yeah.
But that's a form of terrorist attack. Terrorism. I feel like we are being infiltrated and being programmed to feel a certain way because there's no other way to really reach America other than programming and having some sleeper cells, which I think is a real thing, and I think we will start to see domestic terrorism.
Man, the news ain't nothing but one big commercial in and of itself. And so I smile when it was actually a good question. I smile when you asked the question, but it's like the longer you live, if you so choose, though, because you can decide to live long and just let me just be asleep in this world, you know, and then you can't be too woke because they's weaponized woke too. So if you're doing it right, I feel like you gotta be down the middle and you got to take everything. So it take a long time to realize when they be like director, executive director. They got directors, the news and all of that is directed. So it's not happenstance what comes up. You know, it really, whatever they want out there is absolutely programmed. They've proved bots and things like that, Russian bots and all this other stuff, election times to dissuade and take your focus off of certain things. That is a play, right? You know, diamonds are a what? They would say, you know, whatever best friend. That's fake. Right, you know, we all being programmed, right? We all being messaged to. That's all it is. It's designed to try to now have you pick a side in something, right? And so whether you Democrat, Republican, you know, conservative, liberal, left, right, whatever it is, it's all designed to do that. So you can't even take it for face value. AI is about to get crazy and worse, you know, with those things. So, I would say read, but you don't know if it's misinformation, the right information, or information that they're going to keep secret for a lifetime and into the next, so that when they're supposed to release these, you know, redacted things, everybody that did it is dead. You know, that's just the world we live in and the law of the land. And the longer I live, the more you realize it just is what it is, right? So whatever they want to put on the news, they're going to put on the news, and it's all part of the play, all part of it.
Yeah, it's definitely commercial. Go ahead, Flash. I
just found myself in a space. I relate really to a couple weeks ago when Cool was talking about just how you get yourself so upset when and that's why I might seem more laid back in the situation because I found myself. It was during COVID, of course, and I spent a lot of time watching a lot of MSNBC, and I just found myself really emotional and worked up, and it'd be like, like I can't be letting this get to me. So a lot of times I'm more. And maybe that's not good because you know some things that you need to be knowing with a family and all that. But like a lot of times I hear, but I can't. When I lock in, it's like it gets me to a place where it'll be like it'll really be like bother me, and it's enough going on in my daily in reach around me things that I got to handle to let that be another thing that that be on my mind. But I'm glad I see a lot of stuff that we go through in our group chat where there's a lot of information being passed, and I will come through. I will find certain things, but and I got another question with that trip, that 16-hour trip in that jet.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pee in that situation? Like that's a long time. Like I can't ride an hour without peeing. They must got some young cat in there.
No, they be
16
having like a
hours?
little hookup. They got like
Yeah,
a
you
little
got a
something that
hookup.
they wear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where
Yeah.
they can do that. Because I would so when we went out to sea and we had the air wing on board, working in the staterooms, you'll see the pilots come in off their missions. Hey, let me tell y'all something else about these white guys that get up in them jets. Just so we can be very clear, because I know everybody out there, if you think it's soft, these white men have been praying their whole lives that they could be in a situation that they could fuck somebody or something up. And these are the guys getting in those jets, and it's business as usual to them. So if y'all thinking that they have any type of feeling about what they signed up to do, they really don't. But they have the little shit on and they pee in it and whatever. Because those guys, even during that time, they were taking like 6-hour missions.
I wonder how much of a adrenaline
rush. Yeah,
adrenaline
for
rush
sure.
I gotta be to do that.
Yeah. So when you go to flight school, you don't know where you're gonna go. Like you can get a EA-6B, F-16, F-14, E-2C Hawkeye, right? Like you don't know, right? So like you go to pilot school and then they parse you out to these different squadron commands. And then you got to be the best of the best to get to these different places, right? The Blue Angels, the Flying Aces, the B-2 Bombers, right? And this is like specialized training after that, man. So these guys just go on training missions, and then you get the call from the national security advisor or the president that it's going down. They like, but I'm not even going to pee on this 30-hour journey.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine being in that plane, you drop it, and then you flying away and seeing the aftermath of that. You get what I'm saying? Like that just got to be something. Like ain't too many people in the world probably that can even talk about what that feeling is like. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't think they're gonna stick around. Yeah, they going. Yeah, you going.
I'm sitting back here acting like they got what's the names on the planes? What's the shit
on the mirror?
Right. You can look up like, oh shit. Like, you can look back at it.
Most of the ones got
you know what? You want to see it though, bro. You want to see it
too. There's a lot of intelligence that's gathered. I don't think people understand this. So you have many different agencies gathering intelligence, and there's always moles out there. There are people that are acting as though they're on that side that are feeding in information. This really happens.
Right.
So if they say it's 3 sites over there, it's more than likely 3 sites over there, and they hit it precisely. Bro said they dropped a bomb and the target was the size of a washing machine. That's what they were going after. So just want to put that out there too for niggas that think it's a game.
Top Gun Maverick probably got the best representation of what like really happens.
Yo, I never watched that joint. I need to watch that.
What?
The second one? Yeah,
I remember the first one. It's probably the most perfect sequel ever.
Really?
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to do that.
That's a good cosign.
Yeah, because the bombs are laser. Well, at least the ones on the, I'm sure all of them. They're GPS
all of them
laser.
Yeah.
So when they drop, they're precisely hitting targets.
Yeah, they're not heat seeking. Then they got lasers on them.
All right, so when y'all see this, Game 7 of the NBA Finals will have happened. Who y'all got going into Game 7?
Pacers.
Is there any reason that you just going Pacers?
I think they've been playing better. I mean, from all the clips that I don't really watch sports if y'all don't know. So I'm just all the clips that I've seen.
You give us enough though. You ain't pause.
You ain't oblivious to what's happening in the world.
Right.
I still watch as much as I can, but just of what I've seen, like highlights wise, I definitely feel like the Pacers have been playing great, and I've never seen it in my life. So I think I'm going for the Pacers.
Yeah. I'm going Pacers as well. I said I wasn't going to watch it. I caught myself watching a little bit. I think I watched like it was when they was 2-1, right? And I was like, I I feel the NBA gonna do the NBA thing, which they did, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? The what they call Scott Foster, the series extender, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who will not be
going
reffing tonight.
Scott Foster. Yeah, like Scott Foster ain't reffing tonight.
He will not be reffing
Oh,
tonight. Yeah,
this
Pacers
gonna
in
be
7.
good. This gonna be good. So yeah, I watched that, and then you know what I'm saying. You get there, you see the what they call the Yacers, the Yacers, Yesers.
It's growing on me, but
yeah. But they got another name that I think that I'm down with Pascal Siakam. They call him the Thundertaker. The Thundertaker.
The Thundertaker. Yeah,
the
like
Thundertaker. And he looked like the Undertaker with the whole hat on and the coat, eyes rolled up. I was like, oh yeah.
Hey, it's crazy because the missus asked me, yesterday, what are you going for? And I was like, I feel like I want the Pacers to win, but I know on the podcast I picked OKC before the series started. We did the roundabout OKC, but to Juice's point, like if you do watch the moments, I haven't watched every minute of every game, but I've again said even before I watched the most basketball this playoffs that I have in a few years because I thought the games have been that good. It's like the Pacers to me play a scrappy style that you can appreciate, right? That natty, feisty, hustle man, intensity. You know what I mean? I like that a whole lot, and it's underdog story. I don't really like SGA, the herky jerky foul game. I'm just not a fan of that aesthetically, but I'm going for Pacers in the underdog. Think they can put it out.
I got OKC, Jalen Williams MVP, just right now, winning Game 7. Every game he been getting stronger and stronger. You know what I'm saying? Or they say in the South, stronger. You know what I'm saying? So my boy about to do that. You got SGA and Lou Dort from the top and some little Canadians. They about to take one back to Canada or whatever. So it's gonna be 108 to about 118 OKC.
Doing a score out there. Okay.
Yeah. I ain't bald, so I can tell score. But go ahead.
Game 7. I feel like honestly, it's going to be OKC, and I think it's only reason it's going to be OKC is because they're at home. I think if it was in Indiana take it. I think Pascal Siakam has been the most consistent player of the 6 games. I think SGA has had to work very hard. Shout out to the Pacers and the coaching and just how they've gone about executing the 6 games. I think OKC has been a bit out coached. There's no consistency in the lineups in all 6 games. There's been a different. He's not consistent as far as OKC. He got so many players on this team that he trusts. Ain't no telling who he's gonna put out there. But I think in that OKC environment, they win. I also think that how NBA teams are going to be built from here on out is going to change because of this series and these 2 teams. That teams that go 10 deep and it's not 3 strong at the top, where you got guys you can move around. I think that's going to change as far as the league heading into the future. You're going to see teams try to build their team like the Pacers. You're going to see that. You're going to see teams try to do what OKC has done. I think that's going to change. I think this is a real legit reason to change the all-star situation to let it be whoever wins East and West gets home court in the finals. Because like I said, I really feel like if this game was in Indiana, Indiana wins. I will take Indiana in that situation. My man Turner, I don't know where you've been at. Defensively, you've been available. He got to step up. I don't think it's the top 2 guys. I think Halliburton and Siakam going to do what they do. I think Williams and SGA going to do what he do. It's Chet. It's Turner. It's Naismith. It's TJ. I don't think TJ and them guys do that on the road. I don't think they get that off. I think Wiggins and Dort is going to be more effective at home. And I think that's, Yeah, I don't like him neither, but he's 6'3" and do what he do. And I think Caruso's going to give you a Caruso type game where he shuts down Siakam or something. So at home, I think that happened. So
real quick, just to I remember also saying that I thought the series was going to come down to the veterans that had won before, and it was Siakam and Caruso, right?
Yeah.
So, like you said, so far Siakam and are playing. If that still holds true, they might be able to pull it off, in OKC. But I think to your point, that's a really valid point too. Being at home might literally, be the difference, especially in that intensity when you start hitting versus missing shots. You get confident if you missing at home that you're gonna make the next one because you're home, but you start missing in Game 7 on the road. It can get ugly real quick.
Let's not forget Mathurin too. That kid, he get hot anywhere.
He just can't hit no damn free throws, dog. Like,
he missed them 4. He missed 4 free throws down the stretch. What, 5?
That was the game that
but then
3-1.
Last game, Chet missing dunks. It's like, that's what I'm saying. That home court
He's
is
soft in the medicine ball, Cotton.
He ain't that soft, but he's
I like Chet, but Evan. I mean, the guy, not Evan. I'm about to say Evan Turner. What's his name? Turner. Miles Turner. Defensively, he's effective. He just can't. He ain't been hitting nothing, dog.
Nothing. Yeah.
No threes.
If he have a decent game, like
he ain't gave him one. He hasn't given him one.
Yeah, wake up.
Yeah.
All right, so Game 7 tonight. I will be tuned in.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
So Juice, I know you ain't locked in on NBA like that, but the Rockets get
nigga, I'm locked in on it.
You talking about Houston stuff now? Like, this ain't sports. This is Houston.
Nigga, when we get to talking this Houston, that's my job. I have to know what's going on in the city. I have to let y'all know what's happening. I have to be very accurate. I'm a Houstonian, so I take pride in this, man. KD first off, let me say this. I am against Jalen Green going anywhere. I think this is a big mistake.
Huge.
This is I don't understand where this is coming from. This is definitely a money thing. It makes absolutely no sense. I think that Jalen Green is a very talented kid. I think if he would have stayed over there with Udoka, you know what I'm saying? I think that was where he needed to be. I could see potential in the team. I mean, just look at how well they've done. Look at what they've been able to do over these last couple of years. To your point, if you're talking about the structure in the teams, I think you're just really talking about teams structuring themselves to go have some longevity, correct? Or just play in a certain way that they're not necessarily relying on these, big 3 or big 2, whatever the case may be. They're just putting together good teams. That's what the Rockets look like they was doing. So why would you come with this archaic perspective and just decision and bring in somebody like KD to the team who has gotten older?
He's 37.
He's old. He's older.
He's 37 in September.
Yeah, like, dude,
when the season starts.
I'm
sorry, sir.
Like, what do you? I just don't understand the move. This is not 10 years ago. Very talented. He's a Longhorn. I know, he, definitely vibe with the culture. That's gonna be a good thing. But as far as this is the equivalent to me of when the Texans let go DeAndre Hopkins and I had to put them on ice. Like, I'm not gonna put y'all on ice yet, Rockets. Because
you mean the Baltimore Ravens DeAndre Hopkins? No, that's what you're talking about. I just want to make sure you're talking about the same person. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, the receiver.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
I was very upset at the Texans for that, and I thought it was a bonehead decision that it took them a long time to come back from, in my personal opinion. With the Rockets, I don't think this is gonna be that egregious. I'm a lifelong Rockets fan. I'm not gonna give up on them, but just Jake, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Why are we not looking at how the league is operating now? Why are we gonna get KD? I don't even know what this is about. Maybe they just dumping off like some weight because they know in a couple of years they can kind of get back on the same. I don't know. It's gotta be make this make sense for me.
They aren't the KD piece away from winning the championship. I would argue that they're going to be worse next year than they were this year. Houston was what, number 3? Two. It was number 2 behind OKC, if I'm not mistaken, right? They were the number 2 seed in the West. And because the Lakers were 3, right? The Lakers ended up being 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just don't see this being the move. So my only thing right now is, do you politic the rest of this into possibly Giannis? But then are you gutting the rest of the team to get Giannis, right? I think they gave up a lot to get KD, right? Gave up Jalen Green, which I'm vehemently against, right? Who's actually my son's twin. Same place, same time. Never seen them together ever.
Oh, really?
One time. Yeah. Bob and Jalen Green, definitely same place, same time.
Same day.
No. I'm just saying I'll tell you. That's a game that we play. Same place, same time. Where you never see the same person. Like, I would give you an example of Jamie Foxx and what's my man that played for?
Oh, you just said it. Okay, I know what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I got you.
My man that played for Golden State, Jimmy Butler. Right, same place. You never seen them in the same place.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, something that me and the bros do.
See, that's crazy because I think Triple J when I think of Bob, but
really,
I make them tripping,
yeah. He looks just like Jalen Green.
I see Triple J, I be like, yo, that look just like my nephew. Maybe I'm tripping.
That's crazy. But yeah, so like I just don't think that they were the KD piece away, and KD just moving around. Like, how many more you gonna retire from Houston? Right, like what you gonna do? Yeah, trash. They're gonna have to make moves. It ain't there. But the wildest thing about this is he found out at Fanatics Fest on stage in the interview. Maybe
he had a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, maybe your agent texted you, but the world found out he was on stage. You know what I'm saying, talking about it, and he might have knew something was in the works, but finding out that it actually went through on stage in the interview is what happened today, for sure.
I think both y'all points is actually some really, really good points, especially, we just talked about the makeup of the team. I can't watch 82 games of nobody no more the way I used to. However, when I see these moments, you can't be Tom Thibodeau, archaic, old. I'm playing 6 people just because when they flying out the gym, you got to go deep into the bench, with the rotations and have variations on what you can do, and you have to still try to get scrappy, high IQ players. Did I see like Dylan Brooks was also traded? I don't care what you think of the guy.
Yeah,
whether you liked him or not, when you knew that the irritators on the court, the enforcer types, you knew who they were. Right, you know Lance Stevens, Tony Allen's, the hard-nosed defenders,
Beverly.
even Pat Bev, the jerks. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody in particular, but I mean that in a good way, right? The kind where you want them on your team. And to me, the way Houston was went from a finesse team to bullying people almost. That's something to be said. You ain't getting that out of KD in exchange for that. So it's going to be a lot to be said about chemistry. I think y'all right, and it may not even be as good of a product in the end, based on what he did.
Somebody's been fired over this, right? Let's just get down to it, right? This is probably one of the worst trades that's going to happen this offseason. You're giving up youth right now for again a guy in his late 30s is going to give you possibly 2 seasons before he goes to his next team, Washington Wizards, or he might even go to the Seattle Supersonics just to bring him back and retire out of there. Right? So this is not good for the NBA, or this wasn't good for the Rockets, right? Of course, hey, come to, and don't maybe somebody can teach him how to brush his hair. Just pick him up at the airport. Take him to Onyx. Go get him Johnny Dane or something. Go get him. Take him to 5015. Take him to 5015.
No,
no.
He is not allowed. No, because if he gonna get out in the streets, it's gonna be bad for him. Nigga, stay away from these brunch sites. Stay away from these women. Go to work. Play basketball. Go hang out in Austin.
Well, he never been that guy anyway, as far as being outside like that. I don't think.
Man, Houston different.
I know about Sundays in front.
Houston, no taxes. He down there like he
330 in Houston. He better add.
Yeah.
They sell Taylor Port and HEB here, nigga. He gonna Taylor Port and fuck with some hoes on the chips aisle. No,
I think we need to pin mark this. I think Jay gonna be the prophetic podcast talking about the Wizards of the Sonics in a couple years.
Yeah,
that's a fact. We'll look back to this.
Yeah,
I think it's up for KD. I don't look at it as much of a bad trade. I don't look at it as going to be as bad. I expected more to be given, even though I didn't think they should have. To give up Dylan Brooks, I think who said that you are losing some toughness that you're not going to give to KD.
That's a premier defender.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then in the same token, well, you do got
3-and-D guy,
the Thompson boy, the Thompson young kid. Defensively, he's already locked in, and all he got to do is develop his offensive game. But I think the more
I'm sorry.
I think more the problem is Sengun. Is that his name?
Yeah,
the big guy. Yeah. You don't have anybody feeding him. You got a shooter, your point guard. What's my man from Van Bleet, who's a shooter more than the guy who's going to set up the situation, because that's the future. Your future is number 28 and down low. So you bring in KD. KD right now is KD is what's the corner that played for the Jets? My man with the nappy beard. He's a hired gun. That's all he is. He's not gonna make nobody better. You can slot him in for 25 points, and that's just it. He don't make nobody better. He's only gonna play 60 games. He's not playing the full season no more. So KD gonna play 60 games, and he's gonna give you 25 points. He's not gonna make nobody better. They do got some young guys on that team. Cam Whitmore. They got the young boy they drafted, the little white boy they drafted early. They got the number 17. I like him. He a power forward type cat. They still got some talent on that squad though. So they didn't give up. They gave up Green. We didn't know what Green was going to be. I think they should have kept Green, of course, and they should have kept that team how it was. But you give up Green, you give up Brooks, you give the number 10 pick. The number 10 pick probably wasn't going to get no minutes because they got guys sitting on the bench that's not getting minutes that should be getting minutes, and you still got the kid Smith. I just think they moved in a way in which they thought they were one piece away because they were second in the West, but they showed that they wasn't one piece away. That record, you can kill in the regular season. OKC did last year. They had however many wins and went out early. So I think they should have let that team grow and let that team manifest more than go get KD and think KD is going to all of a sudden he's not going to bring you a championship unless you got the only team he bought a championship he went to a team that won a championship and lost a championship and then won 2 more championships. That don't mean he brings you championships. It was a championship team already. So I mean, I don't know what this does for Houston. 2 years from now, they said they're going to sign a 2-year extension. He wants to retire Rocket. Maybe Udoka can coach him in a way that somebody else hasn't in the past. But yeah, I don't see them winning the championship with that situation being a situation.
I don't see them making the playoffs.
They're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna make.
They will not make the playoffs. I will put a bottle
with Jameson.
A bottle with
Jameson. They're a playoff team, bro. Unless everybody gets hurt. Okay, unless everybody gets hurt.
You lost your premier defender.
Listen. Hold on. Dylan Brooks, maybe a couple years back with Memphis, was a premier defender. He's more of an agitator. He's not really locking nobody up. They premier defender is still on the team. His name is Thompson.
No.
You don't watch basketball. See, you on Airbnbs and shit. I'm out here really watching.
You watch I play. I know what a premier defender is.
Ain't nobody talk about 2K.
So you got Thompson, Sengun, Adams, KD, and VanVleet starting?
No, you got the kid Smith. They took number 2.
So who starts? Tell me who your starters
VanVleet. Thompson.
It's VanVleet.
Okay.
He's called him VanVleet.
Name is like you sit back here playing. What's the name? Let us have a conversation. God damn, you want to back here and be worried about every word I say.
He said VanVleet, Memphis Bleek.
Nigga smell VanVleet, nigga. The fuck? Like, you want to do this? Is this what you want to do? You want the shit? Let's go with this. It don't matter, fam. Whatever the nigga name is, little light-skinned drink looking nigga. What the fuck is we talking about? The fuck? You know what? I'm here now. Whoa. Yeah, I'm
call him Fred. His name Fred.
Little Drake looking nigga. Drake nigga. The fuck, Jay? We trying to have a conversation. You sit back here. Why are you paying my words that much attention? I don't like the fact that you're so locked in on my fucking words.
Because that's what I'm here for.
No, it's not. You here to say some intelligent shit and say something smart. Whatever the fuck your specialty is. Oh, that's your specialty. Your specialty is to watch me. That's what the fuck you do for 2 hours.
I'm the rebound. No,
don't rebound, nigga. I hit threes, nigga. I'm good. My field goal percentage high. Get back on D. Don't listen. Don't rebound. Get back on D, nigga. Because I hit the shot already. What is you talking about, nigga? All right, so Fred, the fuck, Thompson, KD, the kid Smith, and then you got Segun. And then they got
Adams,
Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore, the kid number 17. I really like him.
I know you're talking about.
And they got the little white boy they got last year.
Okay.
That's 9 right there. So
you see him in the West, 1 through 8. Go.
I can't say that. I might say 6. I don't know if they 2.
I said 1 through 8. That's what I said. Tell me.
I say 6. I think they're gonna make the playoff. I think they top 10 in the West. Like I think they top. Yeah.
Okay.
Memphis got worse. Phoenix. I don't know. When you talk about Phoenix, Phoenix got 3 shooting guards. I don't even know what the hell they doing. You talk about somebody getting fired. Somebody to get fired over there. You got Green, Booker, and Bill. And Bill got a no trade clause.
Hey, Bradley Beal just put his hands up like this, like I ain't going nowhere.
He should want to though.
He gonna go where he want to go.
If I'm the coach, I'm playing Green, I'm playing Booker, and you sitting. I'm gonna make you want to trade. If I can't trade you, sit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep them fucking warm ups on.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
I don't know who won him though. That fucking salary high.
Nobody.
Did I say something wrong there, Jay? Did I mispronounce some shit? Please correct me.
Not yet.
The fuck, nigga. Is we past the time? Fucking nigga.
Yeah,
I love you, Jay. You know I love you, boy.
Nothing today, boy. We ain't nobody.
I appreciate you. Fuck that money, man. We doing this for the love. We in this shit for the culture. What my man say? I'm doing this for the culture.
Don't listen to him, sponsors. We definitely in it for the money. Let me handle the business side of it.
Yeah, true. So what the fuck is Ace Belly doing? The fuck is going on now? I'm hearing rumors now. His management is something Cooper. I can't think of his first name. His son is Sharif Cooper, who was in the league. I think went back overseas. His daughter is Cooper. She was in the WNBA. She doing some modeling type shit. He asking for money for teams to even talk to main man. He want to check for himself for Ace Belly to take an interview. He canceled the interview he had with the Sixers to go 3. He canceled the interview, didn't come to the interview or nothing. I don't understand. Maybe there's some master plan. I'm hearing things that he might want to go to. He don't want to go to the Sixers because the Sixers is running that squad back, and he wants to be a superstar. So I'm hearing he might want to get to Brooklyn, which is at 8. I hear that he won't get past the Wizards, or he won't get past I want to say the Pelicans at 7. But I don't know what's going on with this kid. But and we'll see how it all plays out come Thursday.
Is the draft this Thursday? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Thursday and Friday. They doing 2 days. It's so weird.
That shit is the worst shit ever.
NBA just goofy.
Friday night. Let's go watch the second round. The fuck out. I got
no one. Yeah, the viewership is going to be at an all-time low. Right? People would rather wash their clothes than watch
Thomas Beard or some shit.
I think Ace Bailey is taking his life into his own hands, and I actually applaud it. I don't want to fucking show up to here's the reality. He's going to get drafted.
True.
The end.
He can't fall to the 5th round. That's for damn sure.
Right. Like he's going to get drafted. Right. And so what? No, I don't want to go to the 76ers because that's a shit show. Right. Like let's just be very clear. Some bottom feeding teams in the NBA. And it's just some things you don't want to be a part of, and you don't have to be a part of it. Right. And the times are different. And then you want the kids to be woke and take their life into their own hands, but then you try to make them establishment when every time we turn around, we anti-establishment. It's bullshit. I don't want to go to the workout. Why? Because I don't want to play for your shitty team. I don't want to be around your shitty coach, with your shitty always hurt players, with your shitty goddamn on GM. Because all of them motherfuckers is expendable. And then you want to have me in the contract for whatever time, dangle the carrot in front of me, aka the extension, and then I'm sitting here like fucking Giannis. Right? I've done a lot for the city, way more for you than you've done for me. And if
Giannis
you want to
did win a
win,
chip, though. He
huh?
did win a chip.
Who?
I wouldn't say Giannis. I understand like a Devin Booker. If you said he did win a chip, I'm just saying.
Giannis won a chip. You're correct. Yes, he did. Did he
Devin
win a
Booker,
chip because people were hurt, or did he win a chip because they was the best team?
I don't remember how that playoff run ran.
I do.
Tell me more.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Toronto got rid of Fred VanVleet, and he won him a chip.
He wasn't the major contributor to that team.
He was
the guy they wanted to keep Kawhi, and they couldn't keep Kawhi.
I'm just telling you, anybody can get gone.
Bro, you don't got to tell me nothing about basketball or football.
What I just said.
I know more than you.
You think you do?
I know.
No, you think you do?
No, I'm absolutely sure.
Just
I
because
know.
Hair's not
Ace Bailey conversation.
My bad,
He
bro.
fucking talking with them doodle brown headphones on. Go ahead.
I just think that he can do what he wants to do and show up where he wants to show up, right? Like he don't owe them nothing. And if we talking like everybody else talking, he probably the best prospect in the entire draft. So do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. I hope he falls to the Lakers.
At 54?
Hey man. Saying Shador went to Cleveland in the 5th round. I'm hopeful. Like I'm hopeful.
He better fucking hoop. I know that. Wherever you go.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be watching him every shot.
Yeah. By that time, you already signed your contract.
Yeah, as long as he ball, I guess it won't matter. I don't know, man. It's certain stuff you don't know what's right and what's real, what's not, what people doing. They said Shador had headphones on, and they said he didn't have headphones on. You know what I mean? So yeah, you good enough. You get to do it your way, and I think that's what we're seeing. So we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. But he got a ball.
I don't see what the big fuss is, right? If we all in here are ballers, who in here wants to go to the 76ers? Nobody. Like, let this man choose his future.
And I'm not a Sixer fan. I know, Juice, I'm gonna let you go. Juice, I know you got something to say real quick. Think about this. You go to the Sixers. There's another Paul George hurt and B hurt. You go into the next season, you, Maxey, and the kid they drafted from Duke last year. That's a nice situation. Whatever they trade Embiid for, however they work themselves out of that, that might be a next situation. Who's to sit back here and say Embiid plays? I would want to play with Maxey and the other kid. I'm just saying.
Well, what? Maxey gets hurt too.
And who the
Maxey
hell
got hurt one. Maxey got hurt. I think they just sat Maxey because the season was over. Maxey could have played.
I don't necessarily have a strong opinion on the matter outside of, I guess we're past the days where niggas just thankful to be getting in the league.
That shit is over, son.
I mean, that's over with, bro. Like, boys just ain't like, yeah, man, hey, no matter where I'll go, I'll play as hard as I can. I guess that's really over with. So it's unique to have that power. But my question to you, Neef, is does he have that type of value to where he could say, I don't have to play here, I can go play anywhere I want to?
That game, I mean, Cooper Flagg is the number one pick. He's not the unanimous number one pick. It's two guys guaranteed that would have went ahead of him, maybe a third guy, which is the kid that they might take. VJ, I think he's from Vanderbilt. I don't want to say.
You don't think Cooper Flagg going one?
No, I definitely think that. He asked me about the kid.
Talking about Ace Bailey.
Yeah, Cooper Flagg and the other kid, what's Ron Harper's son, going 1 and 2. And basically, I did hear that they had him at 6'10" on the paperwork, but then they came and measured him, and he was 6'7" as far as Ace Bailey. So maybe they don't want to get nobody that close to him too, for the simple fact that you might find out a few things in that, in that situation. But listen, my life, I'm a married man. I get NFL, I get NBA. I might get a little WNBA. I don't get college basketball like that. Shit. I gotta pick and choose the gifts I get. And college basketball ain't one of them. I mean, so I can't speak like I know about the kid, but
That is real.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
yeah, we'll see how that all turns out. We're gonna keep an eye on Ace Belly.
Yeah.
Straw. We all seen Straw? Because I'm laughing like that shit tickles me.
It tickles you. Pause.
It tickles me. Fuck it.
Yeah,
yeah. Elbow ass nigga. Go ahead. Tickles me.
Did you see the movie?
No, I didn't see the movie.
It's
bro.
hilarious.
Bro.
You ain't see it?
That's why you got tickled. You would be tickled also.
Bro.
No, I'm not being tickled by no.
You wouldn't be tickled. You can't be tickled. You gonna get canceled.
Hey, I got a confession. I ain't make it past 15 minutes. I turned out the movie and started scrolling on TikTok.
Hold up. Now y'all see how many episodes was that? 2 episodes ago, 3 weeks ago. I said me and T I want to, because we was at a family function. At this family function with a family, we all get to talk about what we watching. What you watching? We watching this, watching that. Oh, Straw is such a good movie. You gotta watch. It said Tyler Perry on it for me. And that was enough. Can we say that every Tyler Perry movie is a human cock block? Like, you can't watch a Tyler Perry movie and expect to get some action after that, because there's something in there that's gonna fuck up your whole night. But we can talk about that another time. Y'all can come back to that. Y'all, we can do this now. Whatever, but
I liked it.
What? Hold up. Let me make sure I get my mic up, man. Turn me up in the headphones. Where's Dre at when I need him?
Am I tripping?
I liked it for what it was. I said in the minority. So my attention was drawn to it, I guess, in the Twitter sphere, maybe the TikTok sphere, where like people was like knocking it because so much stuff happened to old girl like early in the movie. Right, but then as I was watching it, I guess I was prepared for the worst, or because I've definitely seen way worse movies.
True.
I thought like the way it was shot, I'm looking at it from the analytical mind, trying to figure it out. So I thought those things, and I'm like, man, shit do be happening to people. Like things, crazy things happen to people we know like we know, not even like character wise, so it's not even impossible. Maybe I'm yelling. I'm sorry, T.
He gonna say I'm sorry, T.
Shut up, T. It's not impossible to believe that like a string of things happen to somebody, and that somebody, man, I done seen people where they crashed out mentally. They don't look themselves. They doing things like right now. You know what I mean? Don't look themselves, and so. For all of those reasons, I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't get the outrage. I guess people was like mad about the way it portrays black women, but like that's what Tyler Perry do. So it's almost like 50 Cent a bully. You're like, what? I mean, well, he a troll. Well, that's what he do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I took it. I don't know. So it was better than a Tubi movie. I thought it was like good, like right on brand for Tyler Perry, in my opinion.
He said it. It was a Tubi movie, right? It wasn't better than a Tubi movie. It was a Tubi movie because, like, the cinematography of it. Because you spoke about it, so let's go there. It looked low budget as hell to have Taraji P. I mean, Oscar-nominated actress in it, bro. And it was just so far-fetched. And you're right, things happen to people all the time. This was just all bad the entire time, right? Like, it was, the only thing that didn't happen to her, and spoiler alert, if you ain't seen it, my bad, your fault, alert. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit on them. She should have got killed walking out the goddamn bank. Like, that's what should have happened for as bad as this stuff was. Yeah, kill her. Kill her now. Fucking shoot her brains out.
Can we run down some of the shit that was just crazy?
Absolutely.
She goes in the bank to cash her check.
That
pulls the gun out and she banging the gun on the joint.
You in the middle of the badness. Like, we got to start from the beginning of all the shit that went bad.
Oh, I was just talking. Okay, we can talk about. I want to talk about the stuff that went bad. I'm just talking about the unrealisticness of certain things.
But y'all you missing a part now. Because it could be some confusion because it was like the last 30 seconds, right? The reality is none of that shit was real. She was doing this shit because her daughter had died the night before, right? So like
everything she did in the bank was real.
Yeah, but like she was delusional, is what I'm saying.
She's dropping off at school, the phone call she got, all that stuff was in her head.
She's in her delusion, and maybe it ain't that part. I think was like, you know what I mean. So like, yeah, that shit was crazy, but like she was crazy. It's like, you know
what mother? Like, that's what I'm saying. What mother lets her daughter, who just lost her child, go home? Like, why didn't your daughter stay with you? Like, who lets? So you just lost your child. Why would she go home to her day? Shouldn't even have started like that.
Yeah,
she should have been left alone. I wouldn't leave my child who lost my grandchild and let her go home. Wherever you are, I got to go to. Huh?
You talk about a good mother. Everybody ain't good moms, yo.
Okay,
motherfucker, I let you go home.
All right, so she pulled the gun. She pulled the gun out. All right, the rundown. All right, she wouldn't leave the bank. Because the white man, all she wanted was $532, and for the cop that threatened her to not be there no more. That was her fucking demands. Am I tripping?
Yes, you're tripping.
Hey, I can't lie to you. I think Straw's a pretty accurate depiction of what happens in black women's minds. I think it's actually pretty good. I think Tyler Perry has accurately found a way to take what happens in black women's minds and put it on screen.
Dog, she was pointing the gun at the cashier and was mad that the cashier chick was upset. Like, why is she mad? Why is she giving me all this money? You're pointing a gun at her.
What's that movie that Tyler Perry did? I believe Taraji was in it. It was in the cinemas. I was more mad at that shit. She remember, she was mad at the ex-husband. He blew up after they got separated. I was more mad the way she acted in that movie than this one.
She's sweaty as hell, though.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty good movie though. What was it called? I forgot.
Acrimony. Acrimony.
Yeah, she was.
Bro,
she played herself on that shit.
Shout out to Glenn Thurman for being the worst boss on the planet. What I'm talking about.
Over here like,
you set this up.
Maybe it's just me.
No. She said the school called me to go see my daughter. You always got some shit with you.
Listen, Cooley had my favorite movie though. Remember I talked about that?
Yeah.
I chose Cooley High, so he was killing it for me.
She came back to work soaking wet. You wet. Look at you.
Hey, my nigga was missed out of Color Purple times 15.
Yo,
like, come on.
That nigga was
but she just shot him. Like if you didn't get no real blood, it was like real Toomey blood.
Dog, who shoots somebody and go cash their check after that?
Listen. I'm giving. See, the problem is I'm giving up thumbs for the shit that we talking about. I'm like, yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. She started crying when she found out
part?
that when the baby was dead.
Oh,
the thing that had me too. First of all, the wig game was terrible. I hate how they had Tiana. Yo, they had Tiana looking so fucking manly, and I think she's a beautiful woman. It grew on me as the movie went on, but her first couple scenes, I'm like, yo, I couldn't even look at Tiana the way they had her looking.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. I think she looks manly without having to look manly. I think her face is very rigid and carved out. She's like a real Dorito chip looking face. I'm for real, dog. She does not look. Listen,
this is
dog.
Brothers Talking Shit episode. I think Tiana's sexy.
No, when the women start carving up their face and they don't let the natural look, if she looks mad, she do look.
She did look like that, didn't she?
She can do a Dionne Warwick film though. She can look like. I think she looks very similar to Dionne Warwick, but
we done with this topic.
Dorito.
Anybody got anything else for this shit?
Yes, absolutely. No, that shit was horrible, right? The
wasn't horrible.
Yo, that shit was horrible.
I wouldn't sit through it again.
Thing, yo, the whole fucking thing. The cop shit.
The whole time they knew. This is my twist. The whole time, when did they know her daughter wasn't alive no more? Because we watched the.
When did we know the?
When did the cops know? Because what happened was the cop the FBI guy who came in there, and he was acting like it seemed like he was sending the troops in.
Yeah.
He was like, go ahead
Yeah.
and do it.
Yeah.
But what he was really doing was getting her phone cut on so that the mom could call her and tell her that her daughter wasn't alive anymore.
Right,
And
but what's
even
her name knew the whole time?
Shepherd, the
Yeah.
chick Shepherd knew.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I know we're not supposed to know, because at the end we find out. But it's like that was my curiosity. When was this all known that
That's right. I
her
think
daughter
that was
wasn't
like,
alive anymore?
it wasn't. They tried to make it like a set them up, walk straight at the end,
Kazasose moment. Yeah.
But it didn't really connect
It
the
didn't
same
land
way
that way.
you seeing Kazasose walk out straight connected. And to me, like that was probably the biggest thing that I had, that it wasn't a true clear.
Then you don't know what happened. She getting the cop car. How much time she get?
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't no
That belly
clarity
shit,
and,
man.
and
Stop
ain't
that
tied
shit.
up the same. So
I've seen a few TikToks where they got the like the reaction of when the baby died of like different people and so.
Oh, T cried. T was crying. Like, you crying?
For what?
Yeah, listen.
Hey, it's funny to see
I think
people.
Flush lying because I think it was really him crying.
I wasn't, bro. I was laughing.
Hey, people were emotionally connected to that. Seriously, that was funny.
Bro, it was so far-fetched. Like, by the time I got to that point, I was just over the whole fucking thing. Right? Like, you didn't take the money when you killed your boss. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole murder under your belt. You'd have been fine all the way up to that point. Right? Like that was the point. But you got cut off. The cop ran you off. I'm gonna find a way to come back and shoot you in your head. Like it just was like we can't find them. Like the chief getting into it with the FBI dude. Like get her off the phone. Stop talking. It was just way too much. Yo, it was just overreaching the entire hour.
It was very Tyler Perry. It was Tyler Perry shit. It was some Tyler Perry shit.
It was horrible. Fuck that.
Something had abusive black man. Well, I guess that was my man Thurman. He was he ain't last that long, but
I mean, but she did come to work late though, and like she came to work.
She was a punk.
And
shit.
I'm gonna go
That's
ahead.
Straight trash, bro.
Straight trash, bro. On the Brothers Talking Shit rating scale, it is a number fucking one.
You
Straight
need number
trash.
0 on it. Number 0.
I know.
I wish your motherfucker would put that on. That needs to be number 0. I wish your motherfucker would put that on.
Horrible, yo.
I think it's fair to say it was straight trash, bro.
Straight trash, yo.
Yo, flamed it.
Fuck that movie.
Cool. What it get, Cool?
I give it like a 4 on the scale.
I've seen worse.
No, let me bring it back up.
Like, man, you ain't cool. Man, right?
You say, man. One good scene, the rest miss me with it.
All she wanted, like, I want that cop removed, and she would not leave until they showed her a picture of the cop. I'm like,
show me the picture. I want to see him. I'm not leaving up until then.
Then they thought the fucking kid toy was a bomb.
Yo.
Now listen, bro. Y'all asking
I forgot about that part. She fucking with the thing. They like, it's a bomb. Then the black girl, the dark skinned girl, start recording on. You know they got to go live on every joint. Every joint they got a live or a podcast on that motherfucker. That's what you do. That's what you start a movie with. Man, somebody going live or it's a fucking podcast. That got to be part of it. Somebody gay, a podcast, and somebody going live on the shit.
The McDonald's story, bro, and the bomb is fairly similar stories, if you ask me. I'm gonna just go ahead. We can move on, but like that's.
So bad, so bad.
Peep the Blitz. Travis Scott. What's up with Houston, dog? What's up with Houston? They putting niggas out. This Clipse album ain't even dropped yet. First of all, let's keep it a buck. That first and second verse, what's it called? What's the name of the song? My bad. The name of the song is
So Be It.
So Be It. And I love the name of the album too. Let God Work Through It or something like that. Or God to Work It Out, some shit like that.
Let God Work It Out, I think it is.
Yeah, I love that title.
Yeah.
Yeah. That second Miles verse was better than that first Pusha T verse. Miles got busy on that second verse. But that third verse, he came at Travis Scott's neck. What's up, Juice, man? What's going on out there, man?
Hey, first off, this is unbiased opinion. I just want to let that's my disclaimer. I'm not concerned with any other battle outside of Drake and Kendrick. I don't know what you guys are trying to do out there. Maybe record sales are suffering. I don't care about your Pusha T, Travis beef. Pusha T, I don't care. You did a great job when you did Drake. Back in the Gap, you got him with that one thing. I'm gonna listen to the record. I love.
You ain't listened to it yet?
I ain't listened to it. I haven't wanted to. Me personally,
that's
like,
why you feeling how you feel.
No, well, I've listened to his verse. I've listened to his SCB. You know what I'm saying? I'm the boogeyman. I kind of heard that. It's
no,
to the rest
you
of the music.
cried in front of me. You died in front of me.
Bro. It's not. It doesn't. I'm not moved by Pusha T right now. I'm sorry. I'm not moved by Pusha T. I'm gonna check out your record, but it's not moving me. I don't really. I'm not in the mood to hear it because I'm looking for jams right now. Anything that's jamming. I'm on top of that type of music right now. And not to me, it hasn't caught me yet. I'm not like, I have to get, like, I want to hear about your music through the grapevine. I want people to talk about it enough to make me go listen to it. Now, I'm going to go check it out today, but I'm not really just like, I'm not motivated to hear or care about it. Now, I think, should Travis Scott get in a rap battle with Pusha T? No. I'm not saying that because I don't think Travis Scott is the rapper that Pusha T is. I don't think he should get into a battle.
You don't got to think that, Juice. You're a hip hop head.
Yeah,
you know that, Juice.
I know that, but just as far as like me wanting to hear Pusha T right now, like no, I'm kind of interested in what the younger cats got going on. Just the people that say cheese. Y'all know how I get down with this industry shit. I typically go towards what's NBA Youngboy to me is dropping some great music right now. So I'm listening to that.
You talking about some shit I never listened to ever.
Yeah. So, I'm saying I'm not really just honed in on this. I will say this though. I don't get it. I don't understand the reasoning.
So
go ahead.
So the issue is he came to the studio to play Utopia in the midst of us. We working. He come in. Everybody here. I want y'all to hear my record. We don't want you here. You play the what's the record? The record with Drake diss.
You play everything but the Drake diss.
Right. He played that song, but didn't play the Drake diss. And then the song come out the next day. Then in history, you got a history of these things. The Kanye situation. Kanye, your man, boom, boom, boom. Sicko mode. Drake this Kanye, your mentor on sicko mode on your song. It's a habit. And then when he was on stage with Metro Boomin and all them, he begging them to play the Like That verse where Kendrick is dissing Drake. So he's all over the place. He don't pick no side. He over here when it's convenient. He over there when it's convenient. He don't got no. I think we're all men, no matter what we go through. When I look at the men that's sitting right here, we are men of a certain
cloth
way about doing things, a certain cloth. We not with that. We not with the guy who you got to pick a side. Who you
okay,
with?
so let me give you a slight history on Travis. No disrespect on Travis, okay? Travis Scott, yes, we say yes, he's a Houstonian. We love Travis and what he's done, but Travis Scott is actually from a subdivision or an area of town, suburban area called Missouri City. Missouri City is I guess. Let me speak and try to match vernacular with those of y'all that may be in Maryland. When y'all say a county, somebody's from the county. They ain't from the city
right.
type. Like, okay, so he from the county. He from where we from. I'm not a county nigga, so to speak. I'm from the city. And so somebody from the city, somebody from Cherry Hill might not operate with Pusha T like that. They may be like, nigga, this the line and we ain't going here, or we may go at certain spaces. But somebody like a Wale, he may just be like, hey, I want to be a bitch anytime I can. So Travis and Wale share. They share. I don't like Wale. I'm not.
We didn't know.
I mean, I didn't know, but
he's gotta be a county nigga. But anyway, so it's kind of like that. So what I'm saying is, Travis got in the game to be an artist, dog. Like Travis not like Sauce Walker. Like if Sauce Walker's interact, like remember Sauce Walker actually called out Drake and has seen Drake in person about things that he felt about what was going on in our city. So that's two different type of people. So Pusha gotta understand that. And even for Bun to be like, Trevor's gonna respond because he from Houston, like, no, he's not. He not from where we from, type shit.
I'm gonna let everybody go. I'm sorry, y'all, but no, I'm bothered by we gotta accept that. I'm not accepting that, especially if you come around me. If you're around me in my space, know what I hear sometimes, and it bothers me. Everybody ain't you. Everybody don't do things how you do things.
Why does that bother you?
Because I don't want to be around somebody who don't move how I move. I'm not that to me. That don't make it acceptable.
Everybody's not gonna move
me.
like you move, Fuss. Everybody's not gonna move like you.
Everybody's not what?
Everybody's not gonna move like you.
And if we don't handle things in the manner which, and I'm not saying we don't make mistakes. I'm not saying that you can't make a mistake. But if you show a habit of being a certain way and not being, I have an issue with. You can be that way. I'm not saying you can't be that way. You can be however you are. I don't want people around me who are like that. So when I say I only want people around me who move in the same aspect in the which or the way of thinking that I move to a certain extent. I mean, we all got different thought processes. I love her to death. Me and Rel think different, but I know his heart. You get what I'm saying? I know he would never be. Ain't nobody saying nothing bad about me around him. You get what I'm saying? That's how I am. So when people say, "Oh, everybody not you, everybody not going to do what you do," I don't want to be around people who don't. But I don't think.
Right.
I'm wrong
So
for wanting to be around
think
people
about your circle right now, and let's multiply that times 100x because we're talking about famous people, right? So we already know where the Clipse stand with skateboard, right? And we know where other artists stand with skateboard too. So if you got him around and he doing goofy shit that he already did, same shit he did with Meltdown, same shit he did with Sicko Mode, right? Like it's the same shit, right? And Pusha T has been authentic in the way he's carrying it, right? Like when he was talking about him not playing sides, when he go out to Wyoming and he leave, and the next day Drake is there, right? You know what I'm saying? It's the same situation where you come there, you don't say nothing, and you hear these things, and then you turn around and you smile and got that key in everybody's face, right? And that's that not like us shit, right? That's literally that. And Juice just said it, like he ain't from where we from. So I don't carry people in the same regard when you're like, I'm from Baltimore, and I'm like, what part? You like Annapolis. You not,
but it's people from
not the same.
But it's people that's from let's keep it a buck. And it's people from,
you know what I'm saying?
And you know, just like it's whatever hood we all from, it's people in there that's shady too.
Correct.
Yeah, but them niggas gonna be moving different. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like the shady niggas in the hood where Pusha T might want to be in, he not gonna even get to talk like how he be talking to Travis. Like some of that shit that he own, bro. That's for a nigga like that. You could be tough with him, but you're not gonna go be tough.
You think that's being tough, or I'm just calling the spade a spade?
Yeah, I think
he's not being tough. He's not saying I'm gonna do nothing to you. He's saying, yo. I seen you be weak. I seen you in your situation. I want to know what he's mean with Calabasas. He talking about Drake? Did Drake take your chick? I want to know who took his chick.
Yeah, it
sounded bad. I seen you in a weak situation. But dog, like the whole twist is, regardless of whatever. Perfect example. I hate to do this. I go back to Iceberg. Iceberg is very like, I'm not worried what nobody say about me. They can say whatever. I don't care what nobody think. I fucking do when it come to him. So when shit happens in life, and he be like, I ain't worried about it. I'm fucking worried about it. So I'm Pusha T, and he fucking Skateboard P. He be like, yo, like, no, dog, that shit ain't rocking. I'm about to make a fucking phone call. Or I'm gonna put, and now you know me as a rapper, and Juice knows me as a rapper. Don't fuck with that Cannon Ink shit, nigga. Like, I got bars. Like, nigga, I'm the first line on that shit.
But that's kind of my point. It's like, if it was opposite, reason why I say a tough guy, because if Travis may have had that same type of backing, which in some ways he actually does, but if it was like more upfront like that, then I think that he might would be a little more careful with how he picks his fights. Because I think he's picking fights with people that he can and somehow intimidate with his rap persona, whatever the case may be. When you
never came off as tough.
You don't think so?
He come off as a hustler. He don't come off like he'll beat. He not 50 Cent. 50 Cent come off physically intimidating.
Pusha been going at whoever for a really long time. He been going at the top, just like he made it cool to hate Baby, right? You know, he is so
true.
Like, I think to me that song, I've been rocking the song. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been rocking the song, and I don't even think the best part about it is the whole diss part. I think it's a good song. Skateboard P slid on that beat. Let's talk about it. Juice. I mean, I
do need to
know
go listen.
Both of them
Need to go
beats.
listen.
you
Both of them
gotta
beats.
put it in the car. I mean, it got to make it to the car. You got to hear.
Okay.
You got to hear it because if somebody like
So
mix
listen.
it or remix it, you could be a beat guy and appreciate the song to me, or you could be a bar guy and appreciate the song. It's a few couplets in that
Ain't
whole
no more
song.
Neptunes, just P-Sat. Oh my
Yes,
God.
that you gonna remember. And then let's talk about Malice. No Malice. Look
No
like
Malice.
this nigga better than when he was out. I mean, and I'm not
Malice
even
with the ball. Do you serious?
no Clipse. Oh, Clipse. I'm not no boom bap guy, but that shit, it's like new. Oh, it's nostalgic and new at the same time, if that makes sense.
And that luxury talk too. Is luxury
yeah,
talk.
and real slick.
Them first two
Listen,
verses
the niggas,
is.
let me tell you something that I was prepared for this one, and I was like, oh, the dude Malice say, y'all tweet bird talk. We all parrots, right? Lone Star Dallas. So this nigga said, and then Travis Scott, first thing was like a tweet days later. This nigga was prophetic in the bar, but it was real slick. And that's like a throwaway. But I said, this nigga did he take off when he just had these raps for like 15 years not practicing and decided to skate on some beat?
No, I don't think that pen never went to sleep.
Dang.
And I stand by him being the best. Give his life to God. No cursing in the verses. He the best at it. He hasn't lost his touch.
I have a homeboy that felt like Malice was I was always the Pusha T fan, but he felt like Malice was the better rapper anyway. So they're
People
great.
argue that.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I ain't gonna hold you though. Towards the end, when he started getting real, you could tell whether it's with the drink they had with Cam, you could tell where his flow was changing, where he was changing up. How he was. I wasn't feeling him to that extent at that moment with the drink they had with Kanye, the drink they had with the Cameron. I know your mom's well. Tell your mother hi. That drink on demand. I can't think of the song right now. But around towards the end of before you could see where it changed that in his flow. And to me, the flow fell off. To me, you can see the difference. Pusha was better. Right now, these first two drinks out, that verse 1 and 2 on this song, I'm taking Malice, No Malice, over Pusha T first verse. That No Malice verse is crazy. And on that first single, he do his thing too. So I'm really looking forward to just seeing how he is on this situation. But I feel like he, towards the end, before he fell back, he's better now. However many years it's been, he's better than he was leaving the group.
I appreciate good music, man. Like to me, no beef. You only get longevity if your music is good. If the product you what's name is good. Like people, even hip hop beef. Hip hop beef don't matter as long as you keep making good music. Ja Rule went away because the nigga stopped singing for real. All he had to do was keep the melodies flowing. All he had to do was keep the melodies flowing and not give a damn. He let 50 Cent really slide in. Rick Ross survived the beef with 50 because he was giving beats, bars, and he picked great producers that was on the cusp of sound every time and allowed the bars to just be barred up. Nigga, forget about it. You know, we don't even remember the rap part. They just social media beef nowadays. And so, like, to come with when the dude said no more Neptunes, so P-Sat, he really doing this thing on a production tip, and them guys really, they don't sound dated. It don't sound, you know, and they poking fun even at the whole, you know, the metaphors about coke and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's a better song than it is a diss song. To me, the diss verse is like plus here you go. You know what I mean? I'm just being what's name. Look, if you can give me good songs, I don't give a damn who you diss every time.
Let's keep in mind, we didn't get the Nas verse. We haven't got the J verse. We haven't got the Kendrick verse. He coming at Jimmy. Now, is Jimmy a tough guy, Juice?
You said it's who?
Jim Jones a tough guy.
Jim Jones.
Oh, he got there's something in there for Jimmy.
Jimmy got an argument to be a tough guy. Jimmy don't care. He be jumping.
There's something in there for Jimmy. There's something in there for Drake too, and Wayne probably too.
Yeah.
And who else? Yeah. Who else he might surprise us with? We ain't even got what we've been looking for yet.
He came at
in
Baby.
These first two joints.
Hey, for the record, I don't let this commentary I'm getting right now make I think I'm not a push. I am.
No. I'm just saying.
You know, right now, like I said again, I haven't really tapped in on the music. I will tap in on the music, and sometimes, you know, I guess maybe a little thing with him and Drake, I pick the side. You know, I'm a Drake stan. So I went ahead and picked the sign. But I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the music. I will say this too, especially when we talk about Pharrell. Hey man, he's a phenomenal producer still. Even though I don't always, I don't really. There were times where I hadn't really held Neptune's up, like in my top maybe 10 producers. I will say, man, they yeah, I just man. I got my reasons, but they are, Pharrell's a phenomenal producer, like literally, even without Chad. So I think people sometimes like play it down like to where he needed them or they might need each other. Chad is really good on his own too. So
they were saying it's the word out that Pharrell ain't been up to par in a while.
Oh,
I bet you this shit changed.
Right. Is that
yeah,
in 2 weeks.
that's been said too.
like 4 million views. People choosing that song.
yeah, nah. You gotta if you go listen to what's these like Despicable Me soundtracks and shit like that. When you see how musical he really is, to me, I feel like he's gotten better as of late than how he was in the past. To me, a lot of the more intricate things I always felt like came from Chad because he's the actual instrumentalist. Well, I thought. I mean, I don't even know what the hell's going on now, but I will say this: I am confident that Pharrell can put out good product. So I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
While we speaking of all that, Jim Jones had a little something to say about Nas. That some young kid said that Jim Jones is more relevant than Nas. And go ahead, Juice.
No, I saw that the kid was saying that like Jim Jones, Dipset had more of an influence on them. I mean, that's probably true, bro. A lot of kids are gonna feel that way. Now, I'll say this: I be talking a lot of shit. Jim Jones, you got to be on Stern, bro. There's no way you think that you're better than Nas. And hey, I say I have Nas slander too, but when he said this, I'm like, bro, you gonna sit up there in front of Fat Joe and Jada Kiss, and that's what you try to get them to believe this.
In the last year, you've come at Pusha T, Styles P, and Nas. We are talking about guys who penmanship, MC.
He's 1,000.
Right. I appreciate Jimmy. I remember I was my first favorite rap was Cameron. I remember that verse on Confessions of Fire. And I don't think there's nothing more that I gotta respect more than somebody who I've seen somebody in private get nice and work through the process of getting better with the pen. We've seen Jimmy in our faces have to get better with writing and has gotten better. And I respect where he is and how far he has come. Pause. But Styles P, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper? Pusha T? Nas, I'm not the biggest Nas fan. I don't get hype about, but I know I'm respectful. I know I remember how they talked about Illmatic. I remember how they said he was before his time. How he was Jimmy, you gotta relax.
Can we just say Jimmy is bored? I mean, he just saying shit. Like he damn near Charleston White to me. He just saying shit.
Damn.
Like Jimmy don't know. Like you don't know. Like I wrote patch of stuff for Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? That's what Fat Joe gonna come out. That's what Fat Joe gonna come out and say next, right? He gonna come out and say that, right? Like, come on, man. Like,
I'm the one told. I told Jimmy his name should be Capo.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm the one told him that shit.
You see Jimmy and Shannon Sharp going back and forth.
That shit was funny last night. It was about Nas. That was real performative to me. Like I ain't believe him.
Shannon Sharp know hip hop.
Mr. Sharp.
Yeah.
Mr. Sharp. He know hip hop?
No, he said he didn't.
What them little white girls putting them on?
Of course.
The little white girls, they like Jimmy.
Yeah.
the little white girls like Nas. That's what it is.
No, it could be true. Like when you talk about like you know how the whole did the equation about best, influence is a part of it. Jimmy for hip hop culture, first of all, like you said, he got better. So I always appreciate improvement. He was not a rapper or the rapper at first. He was a hype, like it felt like he was hype man early, whether it be road manager, hype man, manager, muscle, whatever thing that he does have legitimate songs. But he's never been a lyricist. He's never been confused with a lyricist. I will give him the influence. He had great influence, especially from an aesthetic, a look. He had the
Fashion.
high-end stores having those the Ed Hardy look, the skull and chains, the dip set, the set part of things, the
Vamp
bandanas,
Life.
the Vamp Life. He had some stuff popping, and clothes change. People's things change as a part of that count. But like, even though I feel like all these things, even though I just call Nas the first joint overrated. Did I just call Illmatic overrated?
Illmatic, yep.
Right. And we
Yep.
talked about all of that. Like, there's no way you think you better than Nas, like when it comes to that. And even if you talk about relevance, all right, but like, Nas got some song, even through the stuff that he been a horrible beat picker for the majority of his career, he got some legitimate songs, whether it be Uchiwali or One Mic on both ends of the spectrum. So he can't be serious. He got
You feel Illmatic is
Uchiwali
overrated?
ain't another song. Uchiwali ain't another song. Cool. That's Bravehearts.
Yeah, no, I was using it as a metaphor.
Jay, unnecessary information, Jay.
Yes,
Nobody give a fuck whose song it is, Jay.
You remember the whole verse? Is it Uchiwali Wali? Is it One Mic?
Jay,
Is it
like,
Black
yeah,
Girl
no,
Sauce?
I just want to
You
say.
right?
I just want to say.
Yes, you think
Jay,
Illmatic
you don't
overrated.
need that.
Oh, I'm
Jay.
not there. Hey,
Fuck.
I think Nas is not top 5, so I'm not mad at that.
He's not in my top 5
He
neither,
not my
but I
top 5
wouldn't.
either.
I wouldn't have came at his neck.
Yeah.
Oh,
And either a pause or correction. Start calling you Stat Man, like Stat Baby or some shit. Fuck you.
Stat Baby.
All right. Damn, JD.
I got about 10 more minutes, but our next topic, are we headed anywhere near Tyler Perry's harassment issue?
No, we're gonna leave that where it's at for now.
We buried it in pre-pro because it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, I thought
like,
my
if
bad,
you
my
got something to like, I don't
want to speak on it. We don't got enough
care.
information yet.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say it. I mean, we already know that bro likes men. I mean, anybody that dresses up like a chick, makes movies for chicks, likes men. Also, if you read the text messages, bro, like, are you serious here? I mean, you coming at a guy like this. These are two men. By the way, these are two men talking to each other in this manner. Nobody could text my phone with any type of proposition of any sort and me not check a nigga. Now, you can't even ask me what I'm doing too much for me to be like, hey, what's going on? So at the end of the day, there's nothing to see here. Yes, Tyler Perry makes people suck him off for positions in the film. He does it. And if they're men, he does it.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Refer to the tag in the front of the episode.
I'm never getting
Go ahead, Juice. No, you good. I just gotta remind people to refer to the tag in front of the episode.
We gotta go to 50 Cent route.
Look, we say, Juice said, let's talk about Tyler. Look, let's play this back. Juice, are we talking about Tyler Perry? No, Juice, we're not talking about Tyler Perry. I am. Yeah. I ain't mad at you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, let's can we talk
this
about
is a free podcast? Everybody can just say what's on their heart and mind.
This is the guy who got blocked by Amanda Seals.
Hey, Amanda Seals blocked me, bro, for just simply
bring up the Juice. Juice need a moment. Go ahead, Juice.
I need a moment.
This is second moment too.
Amanda Seals blocks me because I questioned her for questioning black people that said they want to sit out of the immigration protest. And a lot of black people gave reasons to why. I mean, I thought this is the first time in a long time, I'll say that black people have collectively said, this is something that we feel. They give their political reasoning for it. And she just did what she always does. And, with her bitter self and just have an opinion about it. And all I asked was, hey, could it not be that these people, foundational black Americans or the descendants of slaves, have a point here? Very reasonable. She goes on to say, you don't have to be here, some crap like that. I screenshotted it because I knew she was going to do it. Then I went back to respond, and I was just blocked.
Is that how you said it, Juice? No, I gotta ask you. You gotta ask you, like, is that what you really said? Or
yes,
you said it in that manner. Your words probably screamed out at her.
No, I said worse about her on my show. Like when it came to the text,
to the Charm Hour.
It was to the trauma house. So it was just like, it was just very simple. I really don't understand why. But she's a UDE sufferer, and UDE sufferers will get online and just react because of their UDE syndrome. And for
What's
people
that?
that
I don't know what that is. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, UDE is under dick energy. So UDE stuff is a very serious condition.
UDE.
Several women suffer from it, and so when you
said
have
several,
and they get online and just if you, it's like a Snickers bar. Have you ever seen them get on there and just start tripping? Like, man, why is she
you
saying
hungry?
that? You need something, huh? It's that sexual tension. If she breaks it, she won't. It's terrible.
Yeah, classic juice. All right, so
I love it.
I need a moment. All right, so I be posting stuff, I be on my social media joint. So I was on some random, I'm like, yo, Father's Day, whatever. So I'm posting. I'm right. I changed myself to a baby. I'm posting whatever, and I'm like, we got to change Father's Day.
Avatar sucks. It don't
right.
even look like, but we'll get
True.
there.
I'm about to leave that alone. But it was I was like, yo, who came up with a man couldn't have came up with Father's Day in June? That don't make no sense. So I'm like, and this off the top of the dome, I'm just recording it, whatever. And I'm like, Father's Day should be like wild card weekend. Or Father's Day should be like week 1 of the NFL season. So I posted. Like 4 days later, some boy posts like, yeah, I'm writing a petition for to change Father's Day to week 1 of the NFL season. And I'm like, yo, did man really just take my shit? Like, he got more followers than me and it got more likes. But it was, just like it was weird to me. But I'm serious about that. I really don't think Father's Day should be the second week of June. It should be the first week of the NFL season.
It's funny because I got to work and was telling everybody at work, we got this thing that we do in the morning with with fellow veterans, and we was kind of talking about what we did on Father's Day. And like, it's horrible. You got to share it with grads, right? It's like a random.
My birthday's 2 weeks before that every time. So my year is in a 2 week fucking gap. Father's Day and your birthday is all the fuck you get. You might get Christmas or anniversary, some like shit. But like the shit that's really about you and just about you is Father's Day.
14 days
and your birthday. That shit is fucking nutty. Like, the fuck is that about?
I just chill, man. Because that's why we was off last week. You know what I'm saying? Out here in the Partiverse. Like, we took off for Father's Day. We record on Sunday. So
I got a story.
You said you had a story about it.
So,
you need another moment?
Yeah, I need another moment. So T told me, she like, why don't you take a moment? Like, why don't you take your headphones off?
You told
why don't you take it? No.
You told you
take it. Why don't you take your headphones off? Right? Unplug the fucking phone, whatever you got, throw it against the fucking wall. It called it a fucking evening.
These are my Fred Brand Bleets.
Get on my fucking nerves, yo. I swear to God. You laugh like a badass little baby. Like, stop.
That's how your avatar looks.
Yeah, you're right too. God bless. So the wife, she hit me on Friday before, it had to be Thursday before Father's Day. And she's like, babe, you know what? I'm not gonna cook for you. We're gonna go out to dinner for Father's Day. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, where we going? She like, don't worry about it, just be dressed. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm dressed. We leave out the house, we driving. And then of course she asked me, do you want to know where we going? I'm like, no, I'm chilling. I don't want to know. So we start driving. We start heading towards Cherry Hill in New Jersey. So I'm like, oh, we going to Capitol Grill. She's like, we ain't going to Capitol Grill. I ain't got Capitol Grill money. We going to Margiano's. I'm like, all right, cool. So
Margiano's, not Mar. Margiano's. Maggiano's. It's Italian. Margiano's. Go ahead.
We going to
Margiano's.
Right. So I'm thinking about the menu. I'm like, yo, I had this here before. Because we had one time for my birthday a couple years ago. I'm like, I'm thinking about the menu. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna freak it like this. The chocolate cake was good. So we pull up. And she's like, I wonder if they got valet parking. And I'm like, we looking. And she keep driving, go around the corner. Capitol Grill, baby. Capitol Grill. It was love. I got that. That's that balsamic steak, man. It was love. But she played me, but I wasn't tripping. I'm like, yo, like, I ain't tripping. You go to fucking Pizza Hut. Like, we outside, use a meal. I ain't tripping. you know, but she treated the nigga right though. Capital Grill. It's a good look.
That's what's up.
Shout out to the wife though. But she had me. I was really looking at Margiano's. I was really looking at what menu, Jay?
I don't know. You said
No, say it. Maggiano's.
Maggiano's. Yeah, Maggiano's.
Yes, Maggiano's. Whenever I need, I'm gonna text you shit. I need to say that I'm gonna fuck up, and you just fix it for me.
You better chat BT that shit.
I got you. You chat BT. You JBT. Nigga, fuck out. All right. You talk about bad trades. Bane for Pope and 4 draft picks. That was wild.
But before we get too deep into it, I gotta go, fellas. Peace.
All right,
late boy.
Hey, man.
You said bad trades. That Bane for Pope and 4 first rounders. Mm-hmm. No,
Terrible.
nothing.
Horrible. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Neither one of those teams were going anywhere, so who gives a fuck? Right? Like,
Why'd you keep going? No, I need a 4th one. Why does somebody ain't stop at a draft pick? I don't know what we talking about.
Let me ask y'all something. Is Dame Dash a good businessman?
Yes.
yes.
So the fact that his situation is more misfortune.
You asked. I think you're talking about 2 different things. Being a good businessman and being good with money aren't the same thing.
So you think he's just bad with money, and that's. I mean, what of his businesses have been successful besides business he's done with Jay?
Rachel Roy.
Yeah, Rachel Roy.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm not. I don't know. So I'm asking.
And let's talk about the app he got. That streaming thing is like a real thing, by the way, and it's been real for a few years before other people are coming out. I think he had to sell it, and nobody really rocks with it like that, you know. But I've gone on it. I might still even have it on my phone. It was like a real thing.
Didn't he have a vodka for a while too?
Huh?
He had a vodka for a while, right?
Yeah,
where he sold it like Armadale or whatever.
Oh, that was with Jay though.
You can rub people the wrong way in the world though. So, you know, I think a few things can be true, and it might be a little, you know, blackball stuff going on. He did a lot wrong that wasn't business related, in my opinion, too. So I think it's, you know, a few things.
And that's you think that's kind of stopped his opportunities he's been given or the support
it's to your point. It's to your point, and not to cut you off, but like I wanted to say, if I was Nick Young, I would never want D'Angelo Russell around me again. I could live the rest of my life not having dude around me, right? So Dame, at some point, like, you know, 50 Cent talk about remembering how he shitted on him 50 when 50 was a million and damn like ain't no money, and now like years later is whatever it is. You know, so you gotta be to me, you gotta be mindful. I would, you know, be mindful in how you manage and deal with people, just because you never know. So you can rub people the wrong way, so much so that they don't want to even be around you to do future business no more. And the opposite is true. Hey, we've been out of touch. He was a good person, she was a good person. Let's rock, you know, and this new thing, you know, just like yesterday. So
yeah, I just, Dame has done a lot, right? And I think that we all have a love of hip hop because of his vision and foresight, right? When you talk about somebody who put Kevin Hart in his first movie, that was Dame, right? When you talk about you know, getting shafted by what's the other dude with the movie? I forgot the dude he pressed up on Lee Daniels, right? Like you gave somebody that opportunity when they didn't have it, and they kind of moved on. Kind of the same thing, you know, they did with Monique, right? I kind of hearken it to that, right? But and then you, in the midst of this, you rubbing people the wrong way about how you're doing business, right? I don't think it's bad that he does business. I think he just don't know how to talk to people, or the opposite of that is people don't understand how he talks to them, right? It could be both, right? Yeah, but I mean, people confuse passion and attitude sometimes, and there's a very thin line between passion and you talking to me crazy, right? It's a super thin line, and I think that, you know, the tolerance of Dame Dash is one of those things, right? Him doing that Breakfast Club interview, I think, is the second greatest Breakfast Club interview ever, right? Right behind, you know what I'm saying, Baby. I mean, yeah, right behind Baby. I think his interview where he was talking about Chatty Patty, it's a whole colloquialism because of Dame saying Chatty Patty, right? Like that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? He told, and like everything that he told them was real. Like, I hustle for my last name. I hustle for my last name. I agree with you, Dame. You know what I'm saying? His vision of grabbing a part of everybody that's hot, you know what I'm saying, when the Rockefeller thing was happening. And then you think about where would he be had Kanye decided to go with him versus going with Jay. That's a whole thing. I think Kanye was destined for who Kanye was going to become.
Regardless.
Right, regardless, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Is he in a different situation?
But if he go with Dame, does that affect him because doors might not open for him?
Maybe not. But what I'm saying is that either way, I think that
Right.
Kanye was still on the trajectory
so
that you would have been okay. What you going to do? You go get a producer? He was already that. You know what I'm saying? He had his internal people that he had
the
writing
push
for
that
him.
he got, or they would have tried to stop because I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Maybe. But like I said, Kanye was already Kanye when Rockefeller broke up.
I have to ask this question because if I don't, Jay will stop contributing to the
list.
So let me ask this Jay question. See, I'm gonna get you back. You don't know why you be fucking with me.
Let's go, Elmo. We get tickled again.
Besides Jordans, who has the best shoes? Nobody. I don't even, man. AJ Wilson. Like, ain't none of these niggas.
Now, or you mean in general?
What you mean, Jay?
Just in general, like playing ball.
You talking about actual like actual players sneakers?
Yeah, players sneakers. Like so like my next one would be I'll say Air Force Ones, right?
Oh, of course.
And I really don't rock Jordans like that. So and if I had smaller feet, I'll raise in my closet, but I ain't gonna say who it is. But
I would say Air Force Ones, the white ones might be up there with Jordans. What y'all think? Am I tripping?
I mean,
I think Air Force One to me is a basic shoe. It's like an Air Max, right? So if I would answer this, besides the Jordans, I'm going to go pennies, right? Because I'm a foam posit guy, right? So the foams are a classic shoe to me. The Deion Sanders are a classic shoe to me.
Ooh, I need
the
to
Bo Jacksons, the orange and blue.
Jackson,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
New York nicking it. New York nicking it. Yeah.
You gotta, you know what I mean? Shout out to Nori for that's one of my favorite Nori lines. I love the
Right.
Bo Jacksons, the
orange and blue.
Yeah, like those are. Let me just kind of look and see. Oh, all right.
I think Siegel said it better, but orange Bo Jackson's, New York mixing it.
Air Bacons, right? Some of the first Kobe's, right? The flight joints, the Hirachis.
Yeah.
Hirachi. I do like the Vapor Maxes though. The Vapor Maxes are comfortable.
I like Vapor Max.
I like Vapor Max.
I just don't never wear them in the M&T Bank Stadium again. Boy, that joint was slippery. Almost lost it. Good thing I carried my podiatrist with me.
Right. The one time you had to carry your podiatrist.
Right. Which is crazy. Y'all know about that? Yeah. So cool. Knee got jacked up. We at the stadium, right? And we parked like 20 minutes away from the stadium and we make the walk. We call it our walk, right? So we park the same place all the time. And we got to make this walk. But cool. You try to get him on a scooter. The scooter ain't working, right?
Yeah.
One of the lime joint ain't working. Won't get it to go just so he can get to his car. I'm 5'8". My little big cousin is every bit of 6'3", 6'4", and we try to carry cool. Shout out to PJ.
Wow.
It's PJ.
Right.
Like this.
Crazy.
It was wild.
And
man.
I needed help being carried. My knee buckle gave way on me.
Yeah. Loaded up with fluid. That was wild.
Hilarious.
Yo, real quick. Steven Jackson got to stop. You too old to be trying to fight. He was at the Big 3 Ready Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
That's what he is.
Wow.
If somebody invades your space and you got to get to it in that type of situation, cool. When you go look, when y'all it's a basketball game and y'all talking shit or whatever, and then you feel like after that you want to go see that man after that, you too old for all that, bro. What you mean? Why?
Google me. Situation.
No.
Jay.
Why?
No.
You know how much money he lost? Probably fucking around with that Malice in the Palace shit. That right there would have calmed me down.
No.
Because he have a successful career after that? Yes, but the money he could have got, and Steven Jackson was nice.
Yeah, you just can't allow people to keep taking you there, for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. You're not gonna talk smack in my face,
Cool.
and I'm gonna
And then listen, Hopefully, somebody put some money on your books.
Right.
Like, yeah, be who you want to be.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna figure out who week is it to put money on Jay books. Like, what the fuck is we talking about?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna be who I'm be. Everybody know.
Guess what? Ain't gonna be no Airbnb. Ain't gonna be no out the country. It's gonna be an Airbnb, all right. It's a real small one.
You gonna walk up to Charles Oakley and talk shit? Nope. Same thing with Jack. You're not gonna talk like Jack.
It's a basketball game, bro.
Who Jack beat up?
Exactly. Besides a couple white boys in the stands. And when Kwame Brown was talking crazy, you talking about somebody picking and choosing.
Listen, I know he
I
allegedly
got too much money to fight Kwame. I'm just saying.
but like Jack going on you know, you talking about Google. What am I finding when I Google you? Like old gang membership? Am I gonna find that?
Hold
Are
up.
you
he got too
threatening
much
me?
money to fight Kwame, but he got enough money to fight somebody in the big three.
And then if you helping somebody, don't be talking about the help that you gave to somebody when you mad at him, bro.
Oh yeah.
Man, you got that.
That
was
was
a moment. It was a little baby needed a moment just now.
That was like, all right, real quick. Ime Udoka, it's the coach of the Houston Rockets, right?
Yeah.
So that Boston thing is over with, right? Nobody even talk about that no more. That's just in the past.
Yeah.
They should never talk about it.
Just signed an extension.
Yeah, that's over. Like they just had to move him. It wasn't really a thing. Like they're like, oh, like,
oh shit, you fucked my wife. Wow.
Right.
Hey, Tony Parker, Brent Berry. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Old Country Buffet was the shit back in the day. Let's not front. We was young boys.
Mm-hmm.
Old Country was a vibe.
Yeah, it might get me today if it was around.
I just seen one. That's what made me think of. I'm like, Old Country Buffet. My grandma used to say, "Yo, I'm gonna get my money's worth out of you." I know. Shout out to Grandma Francis. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
Oh, she'd have loved Cool too.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have liked Jay, but she'd have loved Cool. Like, no, she'd have loved Jay.
No, she'd have loved Jay. Like, she might have loved Jay more.
Listen, my grandma talked the most shit. Like, talk the most shit. I'd be like, Grandma, let me get $20 and go to the movies. Well, I like the bank. I ain't got no $20, Neefy. Go to get my pocketbook real quick. Is the Chiefs run over?
Not until it's over. They just went to the Super Bowl last year.
No.
True.
Like the Baltimore Ravens still got to be worried about the Chiefs.
Somebody got to go beat them.
Bills. Somebody got to
go beat them.
Yeah, I don't think it's over till it's over. 7
different NBA championships in the last 7 years. Is this what are we not seeing back to back? Are we not going to see dynasties in the NBA?
Nah, we're not going to see that. You might get a 2-peat in a few years, but you're not getting no 3-peats.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything, fellas?
I don't think you ain't missed nothing, but I wanted to give I didn't even think about it. Stephen A. Smith's daughter, man.
Oh,
I got blitzed by his daughter this past weekend. Somehow I don't know, but I'm watching her and she was fairly magical on just even in these moments. Like she talk a lot. That shit is not easy, to do. It's like a female Stephen A. Smith. That's hilarious. That's his best bet. In my opinion,
yeah, whatever capacity. He is shredded.
I never watched him with his nephew, but would you think he should bring his daughter along?
You did watch it. We all watched it.
He got to put his daughter on stuff, bro. And she did an impersonation. I liked the thing before I realized it was her.
Yeah, she definitely called him Stevie A.
Yeah,
that's so
Stevie A. Smith, and it was, and I'm liking it. And then 2 days later, I realized that was his daughter too.
Yep.
Jay, I never watched. I never watched the actual. I've seen little clips, but I haven't watched
Clipse. I forgot you Clipse. I forgot. My bad. I need Clipse. Right, my bad.
She remind me of Stat Baby.
Anybody else got something? Jay, you got something you want to talk about?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Ravens for picking up Jair Alexander, making them a premier lockdown defense. As long as he stay healthy, we good. AFC is ours.
Shout out to my little cousin Grace. He turned 21 today. I love you, youngin.
Happy birthday, Grace.
She ain't gonna watch this though, but man.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Dre. That's why our brother Dre.
Happy birthday, bro. JB, stop flooding the chat line. the group chat and don't come up or
Don't
show up
come
on
to
the
the bar.
podcast, bro.
Yeah. I told you, man. Them
God
boy
damn.
brother show. We out of here.
You know what
God damn.
He be having hella topics too.
For real. Like we just mute
Good
Jay
ones.
and this we
Great
mute
ones.
Jay. We mute Jay, bring JB back. We out of here. It's like all right, Jay. I know you out the country doing
Out the country things.
yeah, with your shirt off, and you know you always showing out. So I'm gonna let you get back to it.
You know, I
Big
should have
Bookie,
pulled up like
69 at
JB.
Gmail.
I should have pulled up like JB on the beach with the you know.
Right,
Shirt.
Big Bookie 69 at Gmail. That's how you ended up there. They hit you up like we going to take this trip.
Free trip.
Look at you out here slutting yourself out, huh? You just selling your body, Jay. Okay.
You just call me a slut myself out.
Yo, this is Brothers Talking Shit Podcast, episode 185. Fellas, I love y'all.
Love y'all.
We out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.